So,
Oh shit, that's what I forgot to do.
according to my notes, which are always infallibly correct, and I definitely copiously keep them, um, Kate has equipped currently 2 flintlock pistols, polished, that fire with advantage, Frank the axe, and a candle lit. And your items are Butler Bell, Broken Pistol, Bone Flute, Hammer, 5 times Nails, Ritual Room Key, Preston's Top Hat, Ferdinand's Tooth, Stone Elder Sigil, and the Golden Boner Box with the orange bug sack.
Boner box.
Indeed.
Wait, didn't you throw the bug sack?
Yeah, I definitely threw it.
I feel like you just have the box now, right?
I just have the box.
Okay, so I'm just going to change that to brackets empty.
Ow,
Which,
okay.
honestly, good call. There. Clarice has equipped Crystal Pendant, Ruby Pendant, the Bat Ring, and Oversized Needle. You still haven't tried that Bat Ring yet.
No.
Let's see if it does anything.
Because I know that the bat ring is to call the sister.
Cellar Key, Torn Map, Glowy Spool of Thread, and Topaz Statue Gem. Right, you have the eyes from the statue.
Yeah.
Rigby, you have equipped the fucking Actor's Toolkit, labeled exactly like this, a flashlight with 0 batteries remaining, and items in your inventory, there are only 2, 1 cursed yellow tome, leather bound, and 1 gold dagger. That sound right to you, bud?
Yep.
I can't check Lynn's inventory, so we're just going to assume that she sure has things. Because we don't have Lynn today, and she has the bag of holding with the majority of things, any quest items you get, Lynn will just automatically give to who needs them.
Sweet.
Preston, you currently have your top hat equipped. Flashlight
What?
with... Yeah,
I have to equip that?
yeah, that's always equipped.
Oh, well, that's why. Okay.
Yeah, it doesn't take up a slot, but it is always equipped. Because you can always unequip it if you so choose. Which I don't know why you would, but you know. Flashlight with 1 battery remaining. The Fishlight. And Pirate Sword. God, fucking Fishlight, man. And in your items you have 5 rifle rounds. What does the S11 mean? I do not remember what that is.
SLS.
3 cursed bullets, old time war rifle with 7 rounds, broken mirror, brackets cursed, cursed leather book, don't know why that's not in brackets, but okay, gold boat steering wheel, gold marsh family tiara, golden fish hook, and golden boat model.
Yeah.
Excellent. We shall begin then. Starting with Tits and Guns. Where are you? In the cellar still, I believe, yes?
Yes, no, I have not left. I haven't dared left. I was gone my way up to the door to see if I could get somebody's attention to get them fucking back up in here.
Right, because there's some grotty boys in those orange sacks, and you do not want a part of that.
Mm-mm.
So, did we actually have you roll to see if anyone could hear you? No, eh?
No, we hadn't gotten that far. My last turn was walking up to the door, and then I ran out of moves, and then we ended.
Okie dokie. Let's see if anybody hears you then, if that's still what you want to do.
Yeah, no, I still don't want to fight these fuckers by myself.
A wise decision, I would think. I'll have you... Well, it depends. How will you want to try and get people's attention, and then we'll decide what kind of role that is.
Look, I've got 2 options. I could yell, or I could start shooting stuff.
Well, historically, either is likely, so...
So
What are you feeling?
I think I'm going to start by yelling.
Okie dokie. And
A smart choice.
a wise
smart
decision.
choice.
Let
You
me
know.
see how the mausoleum is, just so I can see real quick.
Yeah,
Like,
I know it's just going to echo down, and they're going to come at me at the door.
okay, so you're on the bottom left, and everyone else is currently... sorry, you're on the bottom right, and everyone else is currently on the top left.
Yeah.
Measuring that real quick, like... It is within the... like, you have a 50-foot being able to hear each other range. It's 45 feet. So I think they
So-
could hear you, so I will have you roll your strength to see how powerful your lungs are if you can shout loud enough to be heard. Theoretically, they could hear
my
you.
diaphragm is really.
Yeah, exactly. How good are you at projecting?
I don't know. I did theater.
You don't have muscular lungs.
Do you have really beef internals? We're gonna see.
Did all my theater experience pay off?
Did it give you a nice robustly bust of lungs? Just start screaming.
Okay.
So hit us with a
Thumbs
strength
roll.
roll. Let's see.
Oh, sweet.
Yep. So you shout out. What is it? Do you want to shout out?
I'm fucked. No.
Just I'm fucked and let them do with that as they will.
It was like, hey guys, I need some fucking backup, please. There are some golems here that are gonna fuck my shit up, and some weird orange glowy thing.
So in the Yug Sothery, I'll just drag you guys all over there because I do believe you're all in there. Wait, is Ryan not in there?
No, Ryan's on his own. He went on, like...
Ooh, right. Ryan's
On his
in
own
the other
quest.
room. He's in the alchemist room.
Yeah.
It's that you guys found out you needed what each other had. That's
Yeah.
right. So, in the Yug Sothery, Clarice, you can hear distantly, because you're... Actually, no, never mind. You're much closer than Ryan is. I was measuring off Ryan. So, Ryan, I'll go to you first. You are in the alchemist, and you can distantly hear Lilith calling for you. Do you wish to react, or what are you going to do? This room wasn't locked, so there is that.
You'll never know if you ignore her.
It's true. And I don't metagame, so
She
I-
will
I-
legitimately never know.
So say that again?
So you can faintly hear Lilith, but you can't make out what she's saying because you're a smidge too far. But you can hear her screaming and it sounds urgent. Do you want to leave to go assist her, or do you want to keep doing what you're doing, thinking somebody else will get it?
I was going to scream what, but then I think just leave and actually go see them is probably better.
We're just gonna be like, what? Just like, I'm dying. You're frying? Just back and
You're
forth.
crying? What's wrong?
Oh my
I
god.
need help. You eat kelp?
That's really weird, my guy.
Off topic.
Alright, so Ryan is going to go towards the door then. So we need to go back to the mausoleum. So Clarice, you are in the Yug Sothery with Julia. You are going to soft pilot Julia's actions, and I will do the rest. So, do you and Julia leave to go towards Lilith? Because you're close enough that you can hear her whole last sentence.
Yes.
Okay, so you two are leaving to go help, yes?
At the
Yes.
end of the session, we should tie our shoelaces together.
Just goes to stand. Like, hey guys, look at that onto the ground. Alright, so Lilith, you hear the sound of the party frantically running to meet you. Shouting, are you guys saying anything in specific, or is it just generals, we're coming?
Just general work coming.
Ba-ba-ba, the party has arrived. I don't know why I put them inside the walls. Hold on a sec. I left them in the walls. There we are. No longer in the walls. They've come, so are you going to bring them up to speed on what happened?
Yeah, I mean, do I have to repeat it all, or do you guys?
No, it's
ask
just
what's going on?
whether or not you want to tell them what happened.
Yeah, no, I'm gonna just my character's gonna be saying it just like really, really fast, like holy shit, like.
Think this happened. Are you going to tell them that you are the reason why this started happening from touching the dick box, or are you going to omit that detail?
No, I'm just like spelling it all out. Like I came down here and I saw this thing and I ripped this box off this guy's dick and it had orange goop in it and I threw it and it exploded. And then these weird orange things that came out and ate it, and then these golems came to life, and now they all like everything's glowing and I feel like I'm in danger.
The whole time she tells the story, Clarice is just like, "Oh, child."
So,
Don't you shake your head at me. We have
Yeah.
a mission.
so now that you're all appraised of what happened to poor Tits and Guns while you looked away for 3 seconds, um, what are you guys going to do about the golems? You can hear them advancing, and you can hear them starting to clash now with the glowy orb people. And you can see that there are a faction of them that have heard you guys, the commotion of you coming in, and Lilith vigorously explaining, and they're slowly marching towards you now. So they're not near you yet, but you can see them round the corner coming up the stairs. So what do you want to do?
You know, like down on the stairs. Just lay some sticky paper down.
Yeah, but I don't have any.
Fucking fly trap them.
Does anybody have any string?
String?
I have a hammer and some
Well-
nails. If we had some string, I could.
That's the situation where you spend 20 minutes building like a tripwire or something, and then they just crawl on the walls over it.
You're just gonna home alone them?
Ah, but
Yeah,
I
do,
got
do you have a paint can?
no. What
Technically
I do have, though-
speaking,
well,
like,
I'm
I'm
gonna
just-
have the gold box.
we're not doing that. But I'm just saying, I do have a spool of thread.
Look.
The
So
fact that you actually could do this is
Yes,
sending
right?
me.
If you
look.
kill 3 of them, you could make a human centipede. Or a centipede. What are these things?
They're like suits of armor, stone, golem type things. So not human centipede.
I mean, you could golem centipede, right?
Crab centipede?
It's not as gross though because they don't have functions.
Yeah, they don't have bodily functions. Let me just put some of those little motherfuckers on the map so you can see what they look like.
Perfect boat crew then. Okay.
Yeah.
And you can see all this map now, yeah? Because I can't see what you can or can't
Yeah.
see.
There's like 2 weird blocked out squares. That's about it.
So they are close-ish in proximity to y'all.
These are the things that hatched, right?
No,
No,
these are
this
the
is
stone
all came out of the
golems.
center room.
They left
But
the
they-
center room here to go to you over here, and then the others went this way. But I still have to put them in. Give me a second.
No,
Like, the only thing that I could do is I could trap them in a shield
well, before
and
we
then
do
like
before we do
yeet
that-
them.
Just yeet!
because some of them straight walked past me, so they're not necessarily.
We're just going to close the door because there's like a draft now.
So, you don't know what their intentions are. Some of them did go over to the monsters over here, but then some broke off, and they're over here, coming towards y'all.
So I feel like they're just following sound, but they initially had walked past me.
Yes.
So, in my
Or
mind,
were you stealth when that happened? Because you were stealth for a couple turns. Right?
Yeah, you were stealth.
I forgot about that.
So they probably didn't ever see you.
Mm. Sure, I forgot about that. Hmm.
Ooh.
Well, that re fucks up my whole thought process.
Any idea, Ryan?
I don't like that.
The Mothman?
Yeah.
Let's say that again. I like completely just.
The moth version.
Let me turn on the
Ryan
turn
just
on my computer so I can hear everything. All right. Say that one more time. Like much.
pretty much all of it.
What was
I mean,
Okay.
just like the last sentence I missed.
Okay, so stone golems. Some of them went to go deal with the orange glowy things, but the others have broken off because of the sound you guys have made. Because you can only imagine Tits and Guns is frantically explaining everything that's going on rather loudly and at a fever pitch, and all of you are like, wait, what, blah, 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 and all this is happening, so some of them have broken off to go see what you guys are doing. You don't know their intentions, because when some of them walked past Lilith earlier, she was stealthed, so they didn't see her. So it doesn't mean they necessarily aren't hostile, they didn't notice her. So you can't really judge their intentions. But they are coming towards you.
Well, let's say
In other words, I put it on, set it on fire, right?
You know what? You know what?
Oh, the synergy between you two is unreal.
Put the tripwire, set it on fire.
Well,
Are you guys
I
actually
mean,
going to build this tripwire?
No.
Is that a thing
No.
you're doing?
no. Now that I realize that like we don't know, I no longer know for sure if they're friendly or not. I want to. I want to walk down the stairs towards them.
I mean, they have spears, not scones.
I have an axe.
You do have an axe. Okay, so you want to move towards them.
Yeah.
Talking is a free action, so technically you haven't made either of your 2 moves.
Nope. So I'm gonna see what happens when I move this way.
You should have brought the butler with you when you did it.
Are you bringing the party, or are you just like, I got this, guys?
Do they want to follow me?
I'll come.
Me too.
I
Do you-
don't dare make that decision for them. If they want to hang back, that's their business.
Party leader, are you leaving Julia, your squishiest, at the door, or is she coming?
She's coming.
Okay. What happened while you guys played? Well, Lynn, we killed you.
We
Oopsie.
just left you behind.
Oopsie boopsie.
I said, now you know what's about to happen.
Yeah, no, he played his hand, and now I'm angry I didn't create the tripwire. Thanks, Ace.
I didn't do anything. So, you come up to them, and they all stop, immediately start beating their spears against the ground rhythmically, and advance slowly, one step, and stop in front of you, beating the spears on the ground. You can only assume it's some sort of warning, but they're not speaking, so it's hard to tell exactly what they mean.
You're about to get served. Kid, you gotta stomp the yard.
How long? I never asked. How long is Frank the Axe?
Let's see. It's a good old size axe, and Douglas was a big boy. So I'd say at the, your arms are about half your body, so they should be something close to 3 feet at extended length, plus the length of the axe. I'd say you've got about an 8-foot reach.
Well, not necessarily the full reach, but I mean like the physical.
The physical length of the axe, I want to say a good 3.5 feet long, maybe 4. Douglas
Okay,
was a
how
big
wide-
boy.
How wide was this corridor?
I'll go with 11-ish across. Enough for the 3 of you to stand shoulders across, but no more than that.
This is gonna be like the saddest corridor block ever, right? Like when the walls are closing in and you put like a long bar there and it starts to bend, except you're gonna be like, get out of here! And it's gonna drop immediately and nothing happens.
Because I gotta see I need to see how wide is the corridor, how wide is Frank the Axe. But now that I know that it's 3 times or 4 times the width,
That's not gonna work.
it's gonna work.
You should just ham bone and hope for the best. I mean, that's how they communicate.
But 11 feet, that's really, really wide because,
Yeah, 11 feet might be too much, but the 3 of you can stand shoulder to shoulder.
because
That's at least 10 across, I'd say. 3
No.
people shoulder to shoulder?
No. Because if you have an arm, we would have to stand like this.
Maybe you are. I don't know if you're T-posing. Okay, you're right. Probably closer to 8
The
feet.
width of my living room is at least 10 feet.
Okay, probably closer to 6 or 8 feet across. But,
So,
I don't know. Maybe you were T-posing. I don't know what kind of, bravado what energy you were bringing to this face-off. Just come at them It's intimidation tactics, man. You never know.
I don't know, you think we could fit 2 of you across?
I do the comment ça s'appelle? Le pan?
It's just planking across the...
No, not planking, un pan, what's... the big bird with the fucking feathers.
Peacock.
Yeah, that. Un pan.
I've literally never heard it said in French.
Me neither. I figured it out just based off what she said, but
I've heard le peacock before.
we do.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it's not a thing.
In French, anything is a thing if you believe hard enough.
Yeah. No, Quebec is that's not a good way to learn French. You don't even know if you really know French.
Well,
Yeah, I'm convinced we don't.
Anywhere else.
if you go to Paris as well.
Yeah.
I mean,
They have their own set of anglicisms. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bubblegum.
I'm trying to imagine
on va aller au
bubblegum.
shopping.
Oh, yeah, exactly. Shopping. I can
Well,
only
this is Northern
imagine
Ontario is big
bubblegum
with
with
P
a
instead of
French
BPC,
accent.
right? So each region has their own fucking.
It's blowing my
Anyway.
mind. Anyway, there are big boys stomping the ground at you.
How tall are they?
You're gonna jump.
Uh,
What? No.
just double jump. Sonic the Hedgehog's over
No,
them.
because I'm thinking maybe I can stealth my way underneath them and get behind them.
I think you have to have like.
It would be very hard for you to stealth past them with them in your direct line of sight.
I'm just saying. What if wait.
Well,
Because what if I come back behind this corner here, then stealth and then back around?
Just like, I am invisible, you can't see me.
I don't know.
Because if this is a baluster, then you can maybe jump over. But if this is a solid wall, then no.
Oh yeah, no, it's a descending wall of stone, kind of like a railing, so you can see over it.
So you could hop over.
That little
Yeah,
thing is so
good.
cute.
Come up behind them, then set up my tripwire.
Look at that cute little chunky boy.
Yeah, but if I do that, right, I jump over, I get behind them, I set up my tripwire, and they try and push the columns over it.
Y'all would still need to assemble this tripwire, just so you know, because the parts are spread out between y'all.
To be fair, the top of the stairs, if I've learned anything from the Jackie Chan movie, that's the position of power,
Yeah.
right? So
Yeah, you don't want to be at the bottom. Just
No,
saying.
that's the thing. It's not that I necessarily want to be at the bottom, but what my setup would need to be at the bottom. So if I can get past them, get behind them, and do it, then the other people in my party have that position to try and push them. But then I realize I have the strength.
Well, you could flank, right? If you hop over here and then come around. But there's no bonus for flanking in this game, right?
No,
Yeah.
not in this system.
Never mind. Don't flank.
This system works much more on, like I would say it's much more the roleplay element than it is necessarily the logistical element. If you can sell it in story and you can roll it, I'll allow it.
Okay, that was my other thing
And
I was
then
thinking
you'll be
too.
flanking too.
Like if you can sell it in story, I'll allow it. And if you sell it well enough, I'll give you advantage.
Well, I was so Satosh's on the same brain wave. He just got there faster. About basically.
Don't tell him.
What? No.
He's not on your team. I don't trust him enough that he just goes, okay.
Yeah, okay, but do I have enough? Or can I do that all in one move?
You have 2 moves. No, you don't. You have 1 move. You did move
it's
here.
A 2-turn thing, right?
But
It's definitely a 2-turn thing.
You did decide to get right up against these big boys.
How? Okay.
Which, gotta say, in terms of opening move, that might not have been the best.
What if I just like shout to them, but not shout, but talk to them, like, and try to bring them down from that? Because basically you just like
They have said
threw
no
something-
words, so you have no proof they can even understand speech.
How high is the railing? Like the.
From, like, standing, like, against you standing,
Yeah.
is Lilith comparable in height to you?
Well, let's say she's 5'7".
Okay.
She's
Little
11
above the
people.
hips?
A little above the hips.
Oop, that's a code violation.
Nothing about this place is built up to code. I'm pretty sure having a fucking chasm to keep your gross orb babies in is a code violation.
Yep, right. So it's easy jump over. Now the question that I have here is that they're
It's easy to jump over till you roll ones, right?
It's true, then you-
catch your foot on something.
exactly. So then these guys, their line of sight, because I don't know how tall these golems are.
Big. You asked me before, but then you kept talking and I forgot to answer. I want to say they're a good 9 feet tall. They're just alarmingly massive. Alarmingly so.
Because I mean, like, yeah, I want to do that.
You're
but
not
what if
going to
they
do trigonometry, okay? You can crouch when you land.
I don't know if they could still see me.
I mean, they're big boys, but they're, like, just kind of made their little triangle formation. They seem much more interested in stopping you from coming down the stairs than advancing any further. Because he did advance all the way to you and then, like, did his little pounding warning. So he's in your shit, but he hasn't, like, touched you or anything yet.
You're also not in combat, right?
No.
You are not in combat.
You can talk to them as much as you want and interact with them first. anybody can, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Which, Clarice, did you want to try talking to them? Because talking is a free action. Was that a thing you had wanted to do?
Yeah. We mean no harm. Please stop this violence.
They all stay fixated on Lilith, and the one in front moves its stone face slightly towards to look at you and looks right back at Lilith. You deem that they may have some amount of comprehension, but they are not responding. Hard to say if it's because they can't or if because they won't.
You know what? I want to present them the empty box.
Oh yeah.
Oh.
Let them know you broke something.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like, well, because
present it or give it to them?
Just present it. Like, I want to hold out to see, like, look, I got this box and it's empty. Is this what you want?
Okay. Roll your influence for me. This is a persuasion check. Let me just check real quick if you have advantage, because I think you do have a ability that'll help you here. You have diplomacy.
Does she really need it?
So did you roll success there? I hate when it splits over two. I see one success. Roll again, just to see, because you have diplomacy, so I'll give you a roll with advantage, and you can take the better of the two rolls. So you had one success, but maybe you could have better.
It scrolled up randomly, and it just...
Yeah, see, the second roll was better.
I'd say that worked.
Yeah. So, one just immediately jets its arm up so quickly that it seemed fluid, almost like its arm teleported from by its side to upright. And it takes its hand, puts it on the box, and just... it from your hands. Now it's standing there with the box in its hand, but they haven't disengaged from looking at you.
I'm sorry.
Just my bad.
Oops.
Oops, she did it again.
It's like one of those, like, most, like, terribly embarrassed I did something wrong. Like, and I got caught. Not that I'm sorry I did it, just that I got caught.
No doubt. I had no doubt. Clarice, it is your turn.
Butler, right? Like the butler had this.
This was the butler's fault. So it seems like they've accepted your offering. Clarice, it is your two moves. What say you?
Just a second. Okay. Just didn't want to lose my place, sorry.
That's fair. So it
Is there
seems
something-
like Lilith has placated them a little. They did accept
Okay.
the box.
Is there something else that we can do for you?
They take their spears behind, as you see they're standing in a triangle formation, and the two make an X behind the one in the front. And the one in the front stamps his spear 3 times against the floor, clearly sealing off your path from progressing back downward.
So they want us to leave.
You do get that distinct impression.
No shit.
Well, it's up to y'all if you are gonna leave or not.
That's what I'm thinking. Do we leave or do we stay?
What says the rest of the party? So this is, I'm assuming you're asking Julia, who just stares at you blankly in the middle distance.
She's like, where are the books? There were boxes. She's still on it.
Yep. She's still alive. She's still trying to deal with what happened with the corpse boxes. So what do Rigby and Lilith think?
Lilith is terribly curious of what was in that center room.
True, you never went there. And you never went in that small boxed off room over here either.
Exactly.
So, what do you want to do?
Well, I'm out of turns, so, I can't do anything in particular.
Yeah, but I'm asking you, what do you guys want to do? Do you want
Well, I
to?
called you here for backup because I still want to explore this place.
Yeah,
But
I kind of want to stay around. Honestly.
okay.
I want to know what the fuck's going on down here. There's weird
Oh,
glowing.
rock babies ain't going to stop me.
A couple of moth babies ain't gonna stop me. Famous last words.
I guess the first thing that I should do is to do my I got a feeling thing.
That is a good shout. Hit me with that roll.
Observation, right?
It should be plugged in on your thing. Oh wait, no, this
No.
is your focus skill, right? I got a feeling.
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, you spend one focus and then it's observation to see the efficace.
Oh shit. I have one focus now, guys.
Ooh. Where's the roll? I just have Preston manholed up, apparently.
Mem shows. Oof.
And it's
Oh.
a fail.
And it's a fail. So you reach out to see if the spirits have guidance for you. You feel them start to pull you in a certain direction, and then all of a sudden, snaps back and your connection cuts. The only thing that you could feel from this interaction was that they were warning you to be wary. But of what?
Mothman.
The Mothman.
Mock person, you don't know yet.
That's true. Moth individual.
Could even just be a real big moth.
Does have people legs, though.
It's
So-
furry. I'm hoping it's a furry now, officially. Right? Like you get there and it's just the butler.
Well, then the next thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna tell them I'm sorry, but it is not possible for us to turn back.
You're gonna tell that to the stone golems.
Yeah.
We're on a mission.
I'm gonna need you to test your influence.
Oh, yeah.
Do you have any skills that'll help you in a persuasion? I don't know.
I don't think so.
I also don't think so.
Nope. I don't.
Ooh.
I could deal them sanity damage, but
Just-
that's not gonna help.
We aren't the people you're looking for. Oh my god, okay. Well, unless you're planning to Jedi mind trick them. Is this your influence roll?
Yeah.
Oh, it was a success. Okay. They look at you. They advance towards Lilith. Move Lilith gently aside. Reach out and grab Clarice by the... I don't know what the front of your shirt looks like, but by that, and drags you in real close. Real close.
Hello.
Just gently. And it just puts its face right against your face. And stops.
Snuggle time?
You feel like it's some kind of warning as they back up and rejoin their other brethren in the chasm.
I think they like me.
This fucking party, I swear.
No, but what you want me to think? They fucking snuggle his face against me, fucking Inuit style, and then they
He
walk
put his
away.
face in your face, not like against your face.
That's what I heard.
Like
You know what?
at your face.
All I'm understanding now is they just wanted a hug.
I mean that goes with the investigation skill that you have, so sure.
I'm just saying.
Rigby, you're up.
Alrighty.
Don't I
Christ.
still have an action though? Because talking is a reaction?
I like that.
You tried to
Oh, no,
persuade him.
Oh yeah, true. That's never mind. Sorry.
I think of the Solar Opposites episode where he runs off with the red Googler.
I love how everyone so far has been like, well, we're gonna home alone them or we're gonna fuck them. These are the only options, I guess.
Right. Wait, I missed it. Did the persuasion work?
There are two options in life.
I mean, define worked.
Or fuck them up.
Those are the only two.
The only two options.
Fuck them or fuck them up.
I'll go with fucking.
I thought the whole point was to get Ryan down here for some spring cleaning.
Pretty much.
All right,
Like-
Rigby.
We're gonna get Ryan to the entrance, and then he can set things on fire. Okay.
It's your time, buddy. Where do you want to do?
So is the fucking golem still on the table?
I mean, if you want to go pursue him, sure.
I'm kidding.
Only meaning to rock hard.
I mean,
I was leading myself to say that, Kate. I was like working my way towards that.
sniped, dude.
I mean,
You do still have that center room what wants looking at, and you have that hidden off room that you
Yeah,
guys
I
haven't
wanna
tried
see
to figure out how to get in there.
Rigby, I want to search those places first, and then once we find out what's in those two places, you can set the place on fire as much as you want.
Deal.
Maybe not the whole building.
No, just
middle
all the
first.
weird glowy egg things.
Middle room first.
Middle room first?
Yeah.
Are you taking the party with you?
I'm coming.
I'm not sure. I can't trust them.
Yeah.
Did you say I can't trust them alone? Oh my.
Good too.
Are you guys taking Julia, or are you leaving her at the entrance?
We're taking her.
Definitely not someone I trust alone.
Definitely not.
Okay, let's just say this. Julia's like stuck to me like a child holding his mom, her mom's hand.
Okay,
For sure.
that sounds about right.
And like that Jefferson Airplane.
Just like
song.
put her on one of those like little toddler leashes that like clip around their waist, and you just have Julia clipped to your belt.
Even better, like a baby carrier on the back, and it's Julia instead of a baby.
You just like on your back, like an
Just kind of
awkward
like-
plush.
Just like walking around holding your
Like a
pocket.
fucking prison bitch.
Oh my god. Cheesy Pete's. Okay, Rigby, you guys have come to the center room. Are you going in alone, or what are you doing?
See anybody with me, but yeah, we are going in.
Look, I'm with Rigby. I'll be his prison bitch. Give me your pocket.
In you guys go. So I can assume Can I just get the order in which you guys enter this room, as it's a doorway and you can't physically fold in at once?
Me
Rigby, me, and then the other two.
Yeah.
Okay. So as Rigby and Lilith enter this room, it shuts violently between Clarice and Lilith. So now they are inside, and you two are outside.
Bloodsport.
Damn it.
Thunderdome.
As you enter this room, you see stone markings carved into the ground. A circle with a bunch of weird runes you can't quite read. If you wish to test your lore to see if you could read them, you can, Rigby, but I don't think you have anything that's going to help you be able to do this. This really seems like a Julia thing.
Yeah, I'll test the lore.
Test away.
It looks like music.
How's that?
Christ.
He steady a roll before.
Rigby looks at this, and it reminds him of that time he worked on the film Curse of the Sultan, and he recognizes he recognizes these markings to be ancient runes that they would mark around warriors to bless the battle.
Battle golems.
Test your skill.
It's just Mortal Kombat. Out of the center of the floor,
Now they come on.
I'm going to need a will saving roll from the two of you.
Rolls?
Saving roll, so amount of successes matter. Okay, 1. Rigby, did you hit
Yeah,
yours?
2 successes.
2 successes? Okay. So you guys are not shook whatsoever. The ground of the center falls away and uprises like an elevator platform a stone golem. And he looks not best pleased. Just like,
Okay,
I'm not
so
pleased that
We're
is
not
not a
phased
center tile.
because I'm a cop who's seen a whole bunch of gruesome shit, and Rigby's
I've-
phased because he's a method actor.
Yeah, movie I was in was just like this.
It's like, oh, cool. Work.
Brings it right back to the days on Death of the Sultan. Reminds you exactly of this film. Alright. So, this big boy is hostile.
Oof.
The party is split and about to enter combat. This is where we will pause on you. Meanwhile, where is Preston? In
Don't
the
worry,
sewer, I
Ricky.
believe.
I have Frank.
Where
I dare try and
is
shoot it because
the sewer? It's made of stone. Sewers, there we are.
Huh? What?
What?
Huh?
Hmm?
Wait.
Where was Preston? Right, yes, beside the pool of stench.
Ugh.
So we rejoin Preston in a very fucking ripe environment.
Whoops.
I hope you're billing the butler for your dry cleaning after this.
Yeah.
So,
I'm gonna head over here to this section.
hold on, I'm very zoomed in. Can you just do that again?
Oh, this section of dock.
Okay. So head over there. You still have 4 moves while you're alone. 8 moves when they're in combat, so. Alrighty.
What?
So, you head over to the docks. Were you heading over here to look out?
Yeah. Well, I'm still looking for the dude because he didn't escape, right? I could hear him.
Yeah, you
How
can
many
still
moves
hear
do I
him.
have?
You have 4.
4. Okay, so one is to move over here and flash the light around.
Okay, so you flash the flashlight. You are using a flashlight, correct?
Fish light, yeah.
Ah, yes, the flashlight. So I'll give you a wider berth. Oops.
I'm just imagining like a fish-shaped flashlight.
That's
Yeah,
kind
that's-
of what I'm imagining too.
Flashlight, not flashlight.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well, it's soft inside the fish, right?
it definitely is.
Ace speaks from experience.
I can't be near a fish, dude. I'd die.
I don't know, you just seem so confident about how soft the inside of a fish would be.
Well, I assume it's soft like the inside of a person is.
No. I wouldn't think so.
I don't think the inside of a person is soft. I think it's like not chitinous, but you know when you have like tendons and shit. Right? You ever chew on a tendon from like a
No. I expressly, or well, like from chicken.
yeah, you know what that's like. That's probably the majority of what's in, other than like.
Yeah, but that's when you're in between their skin and the majority of their meat. But if you enter them around the center area, they're pretty soft inside. It's all squishy and wet.
Well, no, but that's what I mean because what's inside
Well,
is just a bunch of
hang on,
bags that hold
hang on,
food,
hang on.
and the food isn't personal,
Well, wait,
right? So like the soft bit is
Well,
not people.
well, that's the
If
thing.
you deflate a person, not that soft.
Well-
I guess that also well, no, that depends on where it is that you're entering from, because like, and whether or not how much fluid the tissues have retained.
But that's what I
This
mean.
is
Because
Like,
if it's like a dehydrated person, no. But if it's like a
Well, who
hydrated-
enters a dehydrated person? Because that is going to be awkward, and you'd have to rehydrate them.
I don't know,
if you
people
make-
who fuck
if you
mummies.
make person jerky,
Who's fucking? Whoa! Who's fucking mummies?
I'm assuming at some point somebody has tried to fuck a mummy.
Ooh,
Okay.
I hate how probably correct you are.
There's a portion of our history where they were eating it and turning mummies into paint. I'm sure somebody tried to fuck it.
Yeah, you're right. Oh
What?
god. Inhotep, for fuck's sake. Oh Christ.
is this shallow water?
It's sewage water.
But is it shallow?
Like, can you walk in it?
Yeah.
Yeah, you totally could, but that's gonna be gross.
How deep is it?
You'd have to put your foot in to see.
Okay, well I'm not gonna do that.
Do you have anything else that you can test the water
Is
with?
this?
No,
like
you
sh-
could test the water with something, but I don't know if you have anything in your inventory worth.
Well, that's what I'm asking him. If
Well,
you
I
got
could
anything
just
that's
dip my
inventory.
sword in it. But is this shoreline?
Yeah, it is. You can walk along that.
Okay, so I'll walk along the shoreline then. Using
It's
my-
all like silt and deposit. Okie dokie.
Yeah, poke it with your sword. Just like
Are you flashing your light as well?
Yeah.
So you come into this area and you can see that right around here-ish is stone pushed up against what looks like a hole in the side of the rocky walls.
Okay, I'll dig it out.
With what?
Hands. Well, how much stone is it?
It is a pretty big amount of stone. Looks like something stronger than a person piled a bunch of stone in the way.
Okay. How long would it take me to move all of them, or just enough to look inside?
By hand a bit. Alternatively, you could try and take something specific out of your hat to assist you.
Yeah, sure.
Do you want roll for... So this is a planned action, so I'll give you your advantage hat. I've been waiting for this nat 20. You reach into your hat, say whatever magic words you usually do to activate it, and out comes...
20x.
Just out of Lilith's back pocket. Just yoink.
Now my character can make his own roll.
Bam! The long-awaited return.
Fuck yeah, ghost dog. Haven't seen you since episode 1.
All right. Well,
Yeah, right?
this
Actually, I
is,
think it was episode 2, but
this
still.
is awful. This is basically the worst thing I could have rolled, right?
Yeah, you had a hammer.
That would have been better.
It's
Wait.
just the first time I'm meeting him is in a shithole,
Ooh, yeah.
right?
Oh no.
Like, come with me to a better life.
And you take
in
him out of
this
that hat in a
filthy shithole.
sewer.
Yeah.
Come with me for a better life.
Yeah.
Plot twist. It's in a sewer.
Okay, so I'm assuming that I'm chill with this dog, right?
Yeah, I mean, he would have had to like you to go along with you.
Right. And he's big enough that I can ride.
Oh, yeah, probably, but he's, like, a ghost, so that complicates that a bit.
Corporeal. Okay.
I mean, he's both tangible and intangible. I think he has a bit of issues controlling that. You'll have to train him slowly. I will allow you to train this dog.
Okay, because I would love to ride this fucker. So I'll ask him. So I have one move left then, yeah?
Mhm.
So I'll ask him if he can move the... or if he can just go in there and let me know if there's anything he can phase through rocks, right?
Okay, so you want to send him to scout.
Scout, yeah.
Alright, test your influence to see if the dog listens to you, and then your ups... Well, then we'll go from there. Okay, so you succeed. He absolutely does listen. Test your observation to see if he finds anything useful. He does! So he goes in through the wall. He's like, yes, I've got it. Or whatever that translates to in dog. Goes in through the wall. Whoop. And comes back out. Whoop. And goes, big stinky fish boy.
Good boy. He's a good boy.
Oh, who had the dog treats? Oh, I think it's Lynn, actually.
Of course she does.
Lynn has everything on her person. The only person I can't teleport things to, obviously, is Joey for obvious reasons.
Mm-hmm.
So, that is your 4 actions.
Just raid her bag of holding.
We rejoin the others in the crypt. Da-da-da. I said cellar before, but it's not the cellar. You guys are in the crypt.
You come back so while you're gonna rummage through your bag of holding.
Yeah.
So, it is Lilith's turn, and we rejoin the fucking Wonder Twins here, alone with this stone golem that looks very aggro. So, Lilith.
While being in combat, I'm not gonna shoot him. Just
I
'cause-
just need you guys to roll for initiative, so both of you, can you just hit me with a d20, please? Just a blanket d20. I want to see if you guys are faster than him or not. Oh my fucking god. Ryan? Oh my fucking god! What are you two made of? What the fuck is this?
You realize that that's 3 20s in a row.
Yes.
Right?
How the fuck? How are you doing this?
Something's broken.
I found.
Oh my god,
Jesus
Lynn's
Christ.
not here.
Lynn, is Lynn the one that cursed everyone's dice?
Sorry, but we. What this calls for? I'm.
Yeah, just screenshot that for Lynn. Oh my god, dude.
And
I was
yes,
like, this is
yes,
I think we're faster.
it's Lynn's fault because she sacrificed all our roll to the dice gods so she can have kind of mediocre rolls.
You're right. It's exactly that. Jesus, fuck. That's like 3 nat 20s in a row from you guys. What in the shit? What is this? How are you doing this?
Confirmed.
Well, I'll allow between the two of you to decide which one of you goes first, and he will definitely go after that. So, who wants to hit first?
I will
Alright, Ryan. What are you gonna do?
burn this thing alive.
It's made of stone. Okay.
I'll melt it.
Hit me with that fire fist that's built into your character.
But
Okay, so it does succeed. Does 12 damage.
He's opening it.
Not 12 damage. It does succeed. I just need you to roll for damage. Let me just double check what it hits for. Your fire fist. Where's Ryan? I'm going back and forth and back and forth. Give me a second here. That's Lynn. Ryan's fire fucking hands. Right. Does 1d10 damage per success. So, you have one success. Hit me with a d10, please. Does 9 damage. If only you guys had Lynn's bestiary to know how much fucking health it has.
Well, look, we're gonna keep beating it until something happens.
I mean, we weren't going to know. She's going to fail that roll.
You're right. Lynn would have failed the roll. You'd never know anyway.
I forgot. Is this thing stone or metal or what?
Stone.
Truly a curse.
Poor Lynn. I am truly a curse. 3 d20s in a row the one night Lynn isn't playing.
Nailed it.
Oh my god. Oh, poor Lynn. Okay. So. Yeah. That was Ryan's move. Lilith, you're up.
Alright, I'm gonna Frank the Axe this shit.
Nice. Is that built in? Yes, it is.
Use all my luck.
I realize that I have your damage roll built in, but not if you succeed. So technically, I'll just let you re-roll that. Roll strength to see if you succeed on a hit, and then roll that for damage. I have to fix your thingy.
Okay, cool.
I can't fix Ryan's because it depends on the amount of successes of how many you get to roll. But for yours, I can because it's 1d20 of damage, and that is 6. So that is a success. Roll your Frank the Axe.
No, I'll re-roll for damage.
Yeah, re-roll for damage.
Not any better.
Okay, so that is how much damage overall? 9 and 6. Okay, keeping track on my handy-dandy calculator here. Okie dokie, he hits first, and he will hit... can I roll a d2? Does that work? Let's see. Oops. 1d2. Not rule! Oh no! This is going terribly wrong. / roll 1d2. 2. It will hit Lilith. 4. Da-da-ba-da-da-da. None successes. It'll miss. It will miss.
Woot.
So, back to you, Lilith. Nope, you're not first. Rigby's first.
I am.
What are you gonna do? Remember, you do have stuff. You've got your hat as well if you want things.
No, I know. Feeling out before I go for the hat.
Alrighty. What are you gonna hit him with? Are you just gonna let him just stare lovingly into his eyes? Like, what are you doing, Ryan?
Yes. But the hat. It sounds great.
Hat? Okay.
Yeah.
Roll Preston cosplay. Roll influence.
Influence?
Oh, you have it baked in, actually.
I do. Okay, well, I mean, I got this. Okay, how about
9. 9 on Ryan's hat. Clearly, you guys have advantage. 9 is not... Oh, fuck. Okay. don't know what you're gonna do with this, but scared.
It's a Barry Bonds baseball card, limited
Let
edition.
me out, sledgehammer.
Sledgehammer.
Don't know what you're gonna do with that, but scared.
It is a mountain of rocks, and I have a hammer. I think I'll figure something out.
I feel like you will. The sledgehammer hits for 4d6 of damage. So, Christ. Lilith, you're... No, wait, yeah, Ryan pulled that out of his hat. Lilith, you're up.
Look, while that thing is focused on Ryan,
Safety goggles. Put your safety goggles on.
what? I was gonna try and stealth assassinate this one.
Oh yeah, that's great too.
Yeah.
Put safety goggles on.
Is that baked in for you?
It's not built in.
Okay, so that is your skill...
by Gaslight.
Gotham by Gaslight, right. So test me a strength.
Don't fail me now. Get this over with.
You succeed. Hit me with that d20.
Don't fuck me now.
Ho! 18. That's a success because his AC was 15. While he's facing Rigby, desperately doing whatever fuckery, he pulls out a sledgehammer. The stone guy is clearly very alarmed and focused on that, and you just come in with Frank the Axe and just hit him in the back of the skull hard enough that dislodges the stone part, and as the stone cracks and breaks away and rolls away, you can see what looks like a human spine encased inside the center of the stone, but his head is now disconnected from his body. He falls over and the doors unlock again, giving you access to Clarice and Julia, who are presumably terrified and standing on the outside, because they would have only heard ruckus. And now they can see a headless stone man on the floor in between the two of you.
Sorry, Ryan.
So good.
You never got to use that sledgehammer. It was a decoy.
Wait, the door's opened, right?
Yeah.
I took my opportunity.
So Ryan, just lie. Just be like,
I did it.
I did it.
I'll go along with that. I'll go along with that.
Doesn't matter. He has a way higher influence, right?
He does. He does.
He could be like the Gilderoy Lockhart.
Ryan's a bard. He is all influence.
I'll let them be influenced.
So you open the doors and Rick is just like, I killed it.
It's on me.
I killed it.
Ta-da!
Ta-da. That's Preston's thing.
I will feel that in the universe.
Somehow we'd be like, somewhere Rigby's fucking impersonating me again. All right.
I mean, yeah. Exactly.
It does that a lot. So, now that you're back in the room, Clarice, it's your turn, because I'll have that combat swallow both of their turns.
Okay.
Do you want to look around the room, or
Yes.
hit me with that observation roll?
Let's see if I can do better.
You can! You see that the mechanism for raising and lowering the center of the floor is actually on the wall, and there's a switch that is labeled, crudely carved into the wall. Monster room, center room, loot room.
Ooh.
Guessing where they're gonna take me.
Loot room!
I mean, it is your turn, and you are party leader, so there's that.
Loot, loot, loot.
Just like a loot.
I lost my gold box. I'm trying to make peace with these things. I want something in return.
Want some loot. What do you want to do, Clarice?
Let's go for the loot room because I do not want to go to the monster room.
I mean, I don't know why you'd would. I mean, maybe, I don't know, live life on the edge, but... So, you all pile onto the center platform then to go... Oh, I need to get rid of this guy. I'm just going to leave him dismembered in the corner there. So, are you guys all getting on the platform to go up or down? Well, I surmise down.
Rigby and I had a deal. So, loot room, and then we burn everything down?
If we can get back up, that's a thing.
Well, we'll find out.
Well, I guess you will find out, because everybody gets on the thingy and gets teleported to... Oh my god, I have to zoom out. The loot room. Ba-da-da-da-da-da. In the hole you go. You guys were like, how do I get in here? This is how. Oh, why is... Okay, I'm just going to move Julia off the map because the room's not big enough for 4 people. Just pretend she's there.
She's in the bag of holding.
She's in the bag. Just put her in the bag to carry her around.
Yes, we put Julia into the bag and we carry the bag.
Immaculate.
Well,
Get in the bag.
Clarice carries the
future
bag.
Criminal.
Yes.
Something like that.
Oh god, that's such a good game.
Yeah.
I miss it.
No, like,
So,
Why
you
is it
find
so much
yourselves
funny.
in a small
I
room,
had fun playing it with you.
dimly lit. Only by the glow of the orange pustule sacs you can see on the outside there. There's no light that's on in the room, there is a light fixture in the room. But before we get to what's going on in the room, that's all of your moves. Back to Preston and Sewers.
Don't-
It's not as fun as Preston and Toyland. Where
Well, it's
are the sewers?
Toilet land.
It's accurate. Bon. You and the doggo, which, by the way, does the dog have a name, Preston? You can name it whatever you want.
I haven't thought of one yet.
Should
Okay.
ask the dog what he would like to be named.
Well, no,
That
'cause
implies I have to think of one. I just said I don't have one.
then- so I'm
Kate
gonna
giving
ask
me
the-
more work.
No, I'm just saying.
I'd
It's
rather
courtesy.
do it anyway, right? It's part of the mythos.
Hmm.
He's on my crew. So I'm gonna ask the dog if he's walled up. Like, is he stuck in there, or can he get out? Like, is there a back entrance since he was in there, right?
Yeah. He only looked to see if there was something in there, not the room itself. So he tells you there's the ugly fish boy in the hole. Big hole. He has no extra information. He's just very proud of himself for having gotten that right.
Second.
Fucking.
All right, so I guess I'm gonna ask the dog to help me and just remove some rocks.
Okay. I'm gonna take that as an influence roll. And you got it with 2 success. He is super excited. He skips around, barking a bit, and then goes immediately to do his doggy tunneling thing, clearing up enough rock space for you to get through the tunnel hole, if you so please.
Yeah, well, I'm gonna shine a flashlight in first, a little observation.
Hit me with that observation roll,
Well,
and
you know what? Nix that. I'm gonna go invisible.
right, you do have that skill.
Yeah,
Cloak of Many Colors.
yeah.
So that's that. Why does that not have a roll beside it? That should be influence. All your magic is influence based. Okay, that is a success. You are now invisible for 2 turns, which is moves since it's not combat, rather
Yeah,
than
it's, I
full
have one
4
left,
move
right?
turns. Yep.
Yeah, so then I'm gonna just as quietly as possible sneak in with the light off.
Okay. Well played. It's good that you mentioned that. So I'm just going to have you roll your will to see if you are actually as quiet as you think you are. And you are. You sneak into this chasm, which I think is still dark for you, right? Yes, it is.
Well, how? I don't assume there's any light in the sewer, right?
No, there's light in here. He
Okay,
has
so
himself a
he's
little
got
lamp. What?
Right? He's got some light going.
He's got the light going. He's
Okay,
got
so
himself a
they-
little lamp.
Okay, fish boy.
So you're just there with the fish boy.
Yeah.
And what looks like a chest.
I'm just imagining you like trying to Skyrim fucking steal from him. Where it's like he notices, but you're like, no, you don't.
Meanwhile, we are back here. So I believe that was all 4 of your moves, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So we're back here. You find yourselves in this darkened little room lit only by the sacks of orange pus everywhere. And you see dimly in the light a bookshelf and a small fluttering motion in the corner, as well as a table with something on it. On the wall beside you guys is a lantern. Lilith, it is your turn.
I take lantern.
Okay. Are you going to put your candle in it to have that instead of a soul
Hell yeah.
candle?
Yes, absolutely. I get fucking light upgrades, bro.
That's not correctly spelt at all, but pretend. Was your candle lit?
Unless it went out when we went into combat, it was still lit.
Okay. I've never been overly shitty about them going out, just unless you guys put them out, so I'll say it is, if it was lit. So I've upgraded your candle to a lantern now. And with that, are you illuminating the whole room so you guys can see it properly?
Fuck yeah.
Okay, so you see on the table draped a tattered yellow cloth with an old rusted sword upon it, and you see a bookshelf full of old leather tomes. And in the corner, you can see a small little Mothman shaking.
Aww.
He looks scared and or cold. Or both.
You should be shaking with anger. Right? I'm gonna kill everything!
You damn kids, get off my lawn!
No, he's little.
Hold the lantern out at arm's length to see if he's attracted to the light.
The first thing you're gonna do is do the thing? What if that's secretly racist to moth people?
I don't know.
Yeah,
I'm a cop. Do I look like I'm politically correct?
True.
That's fair. That's fair. Okay, so are you gonna try and interact with the little moth dude? Is that what you're trying to do?
You know what? Don't go near the light, because that's the equivalent of blackface for them. Right? Away from light. Just pretend you don't see it.
Look, I think I'm gonna ask Clarice and Julia, since they're more the touchy-feely types. Just saying, you guys have a lot more empathy than Lilith. You guys care.
I feel like Ryan's the touch and feel type.
It's not that kind of touching and feeling that Kate was going for.
I'll be the first one to touch and feel anything.
Yeah. That moth is probably like pretty furry too.
But that's the thing, right?
He looks small, y'all. Like maybe it's a baby. Like little. Like the height of a 2-year-old. Like he's small. He little.
Also titty sized.
He little. He little.
Now I can't joke about burning it.
He little. And he looks scared or cold or both.
I can imagine Teddy in a moth costume. That'd be adorable.
That would be cute.
That would be super cute. Oh my god. Be the cutest Mothman.
Basically, I want to leave it up to those two. Would they like to go approach the Mothman?
You mean we do the talking? The thing that you don't do?
Yeah.
I mean, I'm curious about the sword.
What types are weak to fire? Put that one up there.
Ryan, it's a baby!
Anakin.
Fucking bug types are weak to fire. God damn it, Ryan.
Not wrong.
That doesn't mean he's right. You are factually correct, yes, but... Okay, Clarice, what do you want to do? Lilith is deferring to your judgment.
Damn it.
You ask Clarice and Julia what they think. You very intelligently don't ask Rigby what he thinks.
No,
He's gonna be like, I wanna fuck it.
Look,
It's a baby!
I don't want to find out if Rigby's a pedophile, okay?
It's a baby!
A baby in moth years compares to what human years?
2 seconds.
Well, the Mothman of Point Pleasant should be like an old man right now, so I'm gonna say pretty comparable to human years.
Okay, so
So it's an actual baby, Ryan.
Okay.
Uh,
Your friend asked me, so I just had to clarify.
okay, it's an actual baby. It's not like a dog where you could technically have sex with that after 2 years.
Okay, you technically having sex with a dog shouldn't be any
That wasn't
subject
gonna
ever.
No, but I meant like if it was a werewolf. Like a werewolf people. Okay, this is not
Anyway.
about Rigby becoming a furry.
Do werewolf ears equal the same as dog ears?
I don't know. I guess not. I guess it'd be people years.
Maybe it's like half and half. Like it's half dog ears.
How would that be half an... Okay, you know what?
like you
Seven
grow up
years, it's like whatever half of
you-
7 is.
like you grew up super fast.
Did you
and
say
then
whatever
stop
half
growing.
of 7 is?
Yeah, it's late. I don't do math.
That is a forever mood. It is.
Anyway,
I get up and it's like, oh, it's late. Too late for math. Anyway, you ask Julia, but she's staring into the middle distance, so Clarice is
Yeah,
your
I
only
don't-
hope.
I don't ask Julia. I just like one.
Look,
We do not want to scare you.
Well, it does look damn scared. You want to test your influence, Clarice? Talking is a free action. This won't count as a move. It is scared of Clarice. It backs up into the corner hard. It is still shaking. So, Lilith, we deferred to Clarice. What are you thinking?
you know what? I'll give it a shot. I'll try approaching it and see if there's a weird motherly instinct that suddenly pops out.
Let's see. Hit us with that influence roll.
Beep.
Breasts and fire. Just... oh my god. The much more classy version of Tits and Guns. Oh, fucking hell. So, you start to approach it, and what are you saying to him as you approach? Because it's working, but what are you saying?
Hey, little guy.
So he looks...
Okay.
He looks less scared of you. He puts up his little 3-fingered hand and reaches
Which
towards
is
you.
super funny that he's less scared of Lilith than me.
But remember, I'm holding the lantern.
Yeah, it's the power of lamp.
He's like, but the light, but the person, but the light.
But the light.
It's like approaching a toddler with like a stuffed animal.
Yeah.
Yes.
He's the stuffed animal. The stuffed animals, but the person.
Exactly.
Okay, I'll be right back.
No problemo. So, he reaches his little 3-fingered hand up towards you. How close are you to him? I don't know if you approached him while you were doing this, or
I approached.
so kind of put you like middle distance there.
Yeah.
So he reaches his little 3-fingered hand out to you. Do you reach back to him?
I guess so.
Wow, how are you executing this motion?
Just gently also reaching my hand towards his 3-fingered hand.
So he
Oh, 'cause
grabs your finger with his little 3 fingers. He seems calmed by this, soothed. He does not seem aggressive at all. He seems curious about who you are.
Oh. And he doesn't speak.
He does not speak.
You have parents?
He just looks at you and blinks his big eyes. I don't
Do
know
you
if he
wanna-
can understand you.
Do I have anything you can jingle at him?
Let's see, what's in your inventory?
Oh, not really.
I mean, you have the butler bell, but I feel like if you bother him again... it's like, here's a rattle, shake this all the
Look.
time.
But you know what? That is super tempting. 1. 2. Part of me just wants to, the next time I use the butler bell, just like ring it and lift up my shirt so that as soon as the butler appears, he's traumatized by more tits.
You're just giving this butler the worst time.
You know.
Oh my god. Okay, if you were looking for something baby-friendly in your inventory, you have a very baby-unfriendly inventory. You got a bone flute, but you don't know what that does, so...
Yeah, no, I'm not giving him the bone. Because, you know, if The little moth baby decides he's gonna try and play said bone flute.
You have not tested what that does at all. Well, you've made a little moth friend so far. You have one more action while he's holding on to your fingy.
was, so wait, taking the lantern wasn't an action?
No, it was just there. I
Okay.
asked if anybody was going to light the room. It was more of a general question.
Okay, well, we're gonna hold hands and we're gonna take a look at the sword together while I hold the lantern in the other hand. We're gonna observe it.
Okay, so hit me with an observation roll. You don't see shit.
The sword.
You try to move towards the table with him still holding your fingy, but at the same time, he seems reluctant to go near the table, so you can't really get close enough to get a good look at it. You can tell it's a sword, but you kind of already knew that.
Fair enough.
It is Clarissa's turn.
Well,
So,
I'm gonna observe it.
the sword?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
you're unencumbered by.
I don't know what I miss, but I know I'm gonna have to observe the swords. I'm gonna do that.
I'm holding him off Toddler's hand.
Yeah, he reached his little 3-finger hand up and grabbed the tip of Lilith's finger.
Aww.
We're just holding hands.
Yep. So,
So I snuggle with like a golem, and she's holding it like a toddler's hand.
I'm adopting a Martha.
moth toddler.
It is a very wholesome experience.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if I want to keep it or kill it.
Oh my god! God, less wholesome. Clarice, hit me with an observation roll. Oh, you did? Okay, double successes. You'll love to see it. You see an old, jewel-encrusted sword with what looks like a space that suspiciously looks like it could fit a gem. A gem you might have seen before.
I put my gem in it, like the topaz, was it?
You're like, I know that shape. Slam.
Just jam it in there.
Just
Yeah.
no thought. Boom!
It serves our party very well, so.
I was thinking you should take the little moth person to the nearest window. Let him out of the
Just release him into the wild.
Like
No.
like Butterfree, like, go!
Oh no! Okay, Butterfree, be free! Okay, so you're jamming that topaz gem into the sword, yes?
Yeah,
Are you warning the others before you do this?
I do Ryan style.
I love it.
You just
like
take
it.
the gem, you jam it in there, and a flash of light radiates around the room. I will give everyone one reactionary action, because this is about to get intense. With the exception of Clarice, because you, the sword has initiative, not you.
I'm gonna do the opposite of that.
So, Lilith, are you protecting you, the child? What are you doing?
Well, the idea here is to turn away, like, you know where you do that thing where you turn and then, like, you're facing away and you have, like, the child, like...
Oh, like in front of you kind of thing?
Yeah.
Okie
I'm doing
dokie. Let me just roll your, hit me with a strength, I guess that's a will save for you. And you nailed it. Rigby, what are you doing?
Protecting myself.
As you see this light explosion come towards you, are you putting your hands up? Are you diving behind the table?
And
What are you
Yeah, I'm ducking.
ducking? Strength saving throw, please.
Wait, what saving
I
throw?
don't feel it.
Strength.
Strength?
Strength.
Your knee gives out.
How's that?
Fucking shit, alright. You're like, nope! Dodge roll out of the way. Let's see, for Julia, I feel like Julia would put up a book between her and the Flash. So
She takes out the bestiary and try to read it as fast as possible while she has light.
I'll give her a lore saving throw. Which, if I roll for Julia, there you go. She
Wait,
did fine.
Wait. I need to
You
take a
said it.
picture for it.
Immaculate. Me rolling as Julia. Successes.
So officially, Julia now has the fingerless gloves.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just the me cosplaying as Julia. Or, I guess the other way around. So... Oh, fuck. Okay, yes, that's right. I was like, what the fuck is that? It's just Sky sending this to Lynn. So, Clarice, you get blasted. Well, the whole room gets blasted with this shining white light. Clarice gets knocked the fuck backwards against the back stone wall, taking 10 hit points of damage. It was a hell of an explosion. Oh, I got it. I put it in there. Oh my god, I reduced your health to 10? That's not correct. Sorry. It's like, I'll just take all of your life points. Don't worry about those.
You die?
You die, but it's fine. Alright, so you do that. Everyone else is shielded from the blast, as they all not only succeeded, but critically succeeded. So everyone is fine, including the Moth Child, who seems very scared, is now shaking against Lilith's chest, just hugging her with both its little arms.
Yes.
And everyone else is like, holy shit, what the fuck was that? Clarice, are you peeling yourself off the floor to go see the result?
Yes.
So you get up, kind of woozy for the wear. What's your action 2? Since you just got bopped very vigorously against this wall. I also love how you didn't say anything, yet somehow everyone was like, shit! And we're able to dodge in time.
Right?
We're in such a small room, and I was already observing the sword, like, trying to, so I was facing that way. So, like, I saw her, like...
You can at least see it. Julia was staring to the middle distance. She just kind of raised her book at the opportune time, not to get that in the face.
The gem in the gem hole. Gem in the gem hole.
And Rigby was just like, tactical maneuvers.
Yep.
Rigsby is just like, I do my own stunts.
There was your proof right there. So, Clarice, what are you doing now that you've jammed this topaz into the sword?
Well, is there something, like...
Well, are you
it's
going
just
back
light?
to it?
Yeah?
Yeah, it was an explosion of light, but it clearly had concussive force because it was able to throw you.
But it just go light and then dark?
Yeah, it went back to normal. It was like a
Okay.
flash, like an explosion.
But yeah, I'll go back to the sword and...
One pump chump over here.
So, hit me with a will test to see if you can pick up the sword now that you've jammed that topaz gem into it. Oh
Yes,
my
I can.
fucking god, you can! Jesus. So, Clarice reaches down, picks up this sword. So, Clarice gains...
I finally have a weapon, not like a needle, a fucking weapon.
Fucking A. Congratulations. I didn't need any more weapons, so...
He's like armed to the teeth. Like at this point, Lilith would do that comically, give me your gun, and the other one, and the other just like pile of weapons.
And your axe.
Just comical pile of weapons.
It's like it's supposed to say topaz, but it reads like tapas, right?
Tapas. Nothing like a sword made of tapas. Do you want to equip it?
Yeah, I
Or
do.
is it going into you? Okay, are you
No, I have it with me.
are you unequipping your needle then? Is that going back into your...
I'm just imagining
yeah.
her go to use it, and she goes to, like, swing it, and she, like...
Because it's a short sword, so you can dual wield. Your class isn't super spec for dual wielding, but you can do it at a disadvantage or just unequip.
No.
Okay.
Unequip. I already did on my thing.
Okay.
Yeah, that's several in this one.
Topaz, sword. Nice.
Work attire.
So now you have a glowing magical sword, Clarice.
Alright, I have finally a weapon.
You do.
Well, to be fair, magic isn't always positive.
Yeah, it's untested. So
Time for a
Yeah, I'm
lull.
gonna have to feeling it, but like with one focus point. I'll wait.
yeah, I think
If
that's
only you
wise.
had a for sure winnable battle nearby where you could test your sword.
You mean a bunch of Mothman eggs?
Well, one.
No, I think he meant the toddler.
One smaller.
Yeah, I would... You know what? I don't want to expose my new toddler to this.
Yeah, this is some violent energy.
See, it's going to be like one of those situations, right? I'm taking pity on this one toddler, but, like, I eradicated the rest of his species, and, you know...
Oh
then-
god. That's so on
Then
brand for
he finds
Lilith.
out the truth and he feels so betrayed, but like, you know, we've created a bond because I'm like his adopted mother. You know, that whole kind of
And
thing.
now he's conflicted because he feels like he should kill you for avenging his whole race, but you also raised him and he likes you. And it's the whole thing.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Accurate.
basically, you want to emotional damage a child.
Yes.
Christ.
Your party.
Exactly.
Rigby, it's your turn. What hopefully non-child abuse angle do you have?
Well, there goes all my ideas.
Oh, Christ. What do you want to do in your turn? There's also still a bookshelf.
Yep, let's look at this books.
Wow.
Yo, well, I guess I'll look at some books.
So, hit me with an observation roll if you wish to see what's there.
He's so distracted that he
I
can't.
think they say book.
So upset that he can't.
I think they say book.
Like instead of reading, he's like, "This one's pretty heavy."
There's a book.
Oh, well, you walk up to the bookshelf.
No. He copied Julia before, so he lost the ability to read.
That's true, just right in the pencil skirt. This is the leftover from that. So,
The backlash.
you walk up to the thing and the bookshelf, and Julia is talking to you, so you're very distracted. And she's like, "Oh yes, check for this tome and that tome and Aberforth's manual of this, that." And you're like, "What? Yeah, what?" And you pick up one of the books off the thing and add it to your inventory without reading the label. I would like it if you would roll 1d20 for me to see what book you get.
On the shelf.
7. Let's see my tables.
That's not a good sound.
You pull off from the shelf a red book labeled Abbot's Guide to Child Rearing.
Children now?
It's so appropriate to what he was saying.
So, an anthology about spanking. So you have a parenting book. You've gotten a parenting book from the bookshelf. Do you want to try and take another book, or give this book to anyone in particular, or are you keeping it? What are you doing with it?
I want to take another book too.
You want to take another book? What are you doing with a pre-existing book before you roll again?
Give it to Julia.
Yep.
All
Sure,
right.
reading.
Come back and her bag's gonna be filled with books.
Oh my god. That's not how you spell book. Oh my god, what's happening to me today? Car, fuck, dude.
Today? Today?
Fair. My typing skills are non-existent because it consists of me just slapping the keyboard and hoping for the best. Hit me with another d20 if you want another book, Ryan. 5. You gain...
That's my kind of book.
What's up with that?
It's just a joke book full of moth jokes. It's just full of moth puns.
Oh.
So, moth jokes.
Yes. Moth jokes. God. Immaculate. I will allow you to use that to endear yourself to the moth child, if you so please.
I will.
So, does that mean you're using the... So that means you're giving the book to the moth child to make it like you more?
Yes.
Okay. So, I guess I'm writing this. A sentence I did not expect to write while I started the day. Mothchild receives joke book. Light beer. For fuck's sake. Immaculate. Alright. Meanwhile, while we're having this child moth adventure, we rejoin Preston in the sewers. Not the graves, the sewers. Scroll, you bitch. Scroll. Sewers. There we are. You are now invisibly standing with this fish boy, who, now that I've zoomed in, I can realize is wearing pants. And only pants. I'm zoomed in at 118%. He's got pants on and nothing else.
Dude, it looks like he's poking out of a master ball.
Yeah, it does.
Little bit.
Or he's wearing like a barrel.
Loaded swim trunks.
He's
Yeah,
just thick in the
cool.
trunks.
Look, there's nothing abnormal about just wearing pants around the house because he does it all the time.
But it's not his house. He was running from a murder scene. You don't know he lives here.
If I were in a sewer, I definitely would be wearing more than just pants.
Yeah.
I mean, he's an ugly fish boy, so.
That's how cholera happened.
That is how cholera happens. So, what are you doing with your last moment of invisibility, Preston?
So what's he doing? Is he busy? Is he distracted?
Roll observation if you want to know.
But that's my. See, then I'll lose my invisibility. Okay, which direction is he looking?
He is currently looking towards a small table.
So his back is to me?
No. You're side on to him.
Okay, so the table is underneath him.
Yeah.
Okay. Is there any kind of surprise damage if I wanted to try and...
I would let you roll whatever it is you want to roll with advantage. And if you have a skill... I don't know if you have a skill that helps you here. Where's Preston? It's Julia Preston. You have Deception, Sleight of Hand, Lore, and Marsh Language, none of which would really help you here. Well, I guess the Marsh Language maybe, but you aren't, unless your plan was to talk to him.
Yeah, I haven't decided yet.
Like, I don't know if you want to Ghost of Christmas Past him or what, but...
Does he... So he was just in a murder, right? Does he look ragged, or does he look like he's in good condition?
He's fine.
He's fine?
He's fine. The other guy was not.
Okay. And this yellow shit around the cave, what's that?
Where? Oh, that's just, foliage.
Okay, how
You can
big
tell.
is it?
You can tell he probably sleeps in it. Like a mess of moss and seaweed that he's brought in from other places.
Okay.
I think you could hide in it.
Oh, it's oak?
The moss? Or you mean the chest specifically?
The chest. How big is the chest?
Oh,
If I went behind it.
If you want to go behind it, I think you could crouch down behind it, but you might still be sticking out in some places. You'd have a better chance hiding in the bush.
Okay. Can I see what he's...
Or
what
you
he's
could
doing?
alternatively spend this turn to re-roll for your invisibility.
Oh, I can keep it rolling?
You can. If you want to roll for it again, it's a skill. You can choose to reuse it.
Yeah, so I'll re-roll that. He says influence.
And you succeed.
Okay. So then I'm going to use one observation to see what he's doing.
Okay, so you hit me with an observation roll. It's a success. You look around him to see that he is, in fact, pulling apart, or deboning, if you will, some meat that you can only assume he's brought down with him from the murder scene. And he's stacking gold coins beside him while he does it. You can assume from that he killed partially for food, partially to rob the person's house.
Okay.
He seems very invested in what he's doing.
Does this dude seem... Okay, so the hole that was opened up... Okay. The hole that was opened up for me to get in, is it big enough for him to get in?
Well, you assume that's how he gets in and out, yeah.
Right, so he can squish down smaller than me.
Yeah, I mean, he's also got slimy fish skin, so that's kind of great for lubing your ass through a hole.
What?
Yep.
You heard what I said.
What?
Man just produces his own lube. It's very
Okay.
efficient.
Just like a vagina.
No, not like a vagina.
You really gotta hope your vagina does not do what he does. You do not
Lube
want that
itself
kind of... No, not that. That part's fine. It's the what, not the how. That sounds like it would make a very bad yeast infection.
Fuck. Alright, can I try...
Are you just jamming on peaches right now?
Pineapple.
Nice.
Can I try and swap him with the dog?
Well, the dog is on the outside still. He's there.
Yeah. Yeah, no, that's the idea, right? I've got the, which cup is it under? Swap players or monsters into another area, test will.
Oh my god, you just want to fucking yoink.
Yeah.
Go for it.
So that's a will. 10.
Oh my god.
Or 1 victory.
Well, okay. Let's see. Roll a d20. I just want to see if he notices you doing it.
Last sec. Uh,
Oh yeah, no, he doesn't know. You pull your thing, say your magic words,
I'll pull your thing.
and as you do, he just disappears whoop, out of the thing, and all you hear is, "Hey, what the fuck?" And he's gone. He's outside now, and your dog is just there, presumably just wagging and staring at you like, "Let's fucking go."
Okay.
Meanwhile, from outside the cave, you can hear, "What the fuck? What is this? What happened to me?"
Is that 4?
That is 3, I believe.
That's 3? Okay. Coins into the pockets.
Just fucking, thank you very much. So you're just gonna rob the guy?
Yeah, and next chance I get, I'm fucking hiding. Because he's gonna wonder what happened, he's gonna take off, then I'm gonna loot the chest and disappear.
Oh my god.
Fucking ta-da.
Do you have inventory space for this?
Yeah.
Okay. You gain 12 gold coins. Oh my god. Just magic this motherfucker out of a hole. We rejoin in the moth toddler room. That's not correct. Hold on, I'm trying not to accidentally drop you in a room you're not supposed to see yet. But the thing is fighting me so hard. Can you go, please? Okay. Ignore that we're in the first floor mansion. I have to make this full screen because it's fighting me.
Oh my gosh. Oh yeah, right. That was the,
Phony butt boy.
yeah.
There we go.
Oops.
It was fighting me so hard I had to full screen. Oh my god, can we stop, please? Okay, sorry. Glitches and technical errors on my end. Can you guys see the crypt?
Yes.
I can't. Hold on. Okay, there we are. Good. Yes, finally. Thank you. Okay.
Before we continue, Kate, how are you? Do you want to stop? Do you want to
No,
continue?
I'm fine. I'll let you know.
Okie
Okay.
dokie. So,
I'll hide
we
her.
pineapple. We rejoin Lilith and holding the moth toddler's hand. The moth toddler is quietly reading and snickering to itself, making laughing adjacent noises.
Well, at least we know can read.
Yep. It is very amused by Rigby's book. It seems to like him now.
So the moth could be better than Julia, is what I'm getting at.
Yes. This toddler can read better than Julia can.
I'm starting to feel like Julia's illiterate.
Lynn's gonna come back and be like, "What the fuck, guys? Why can a toddler read better than I can?" So, what do you want to do, Lilith?
Well, how many books are left on that shelf?
There are 20 books.
So there are 18 left.
Mm-hmm.
I'm concerned that when Lynn comes back, karma will balance and we'll have a TPK situation.
Yep.
Well, since Rigby was grabbing them at random, he couldn't reach these two unfocused. Can I try identifying the books?
Sure. Test your lore. Let's see if Lilith can read.
Kind of.
Kind of.
All I needed was a success. So, turns out Lilith can read. You identify the books and you see that they're mostly weird moth puns and strange things that you're not entirely certain are going to be helpful. However, you do see 6 pretty useful books. What do you want to do?
Wow. Useful for whom?
Party-wide.
Well, then we'll take all 6 books and divide them among the party, so that we're each carrying something.
Alrighty.
Will do.
Somebody will have 2, and you will
Okay.
have, and you have no ability to get one to Preston, so. So Lilith takes the books. Lilith gains. Hold on, I need to type this all out. That's 1.
Lol.
Da-da-da. Ba-ba-ba-da-ba. That's 3. You need 4. That's 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2 more.
I really wish it was Kiss Kiss back then.
That was a good movie.
Nice.
Da-na-na-na-na.
Delicious.
Like, only you and Shrek say delicious after a burp, and also Teddy one time.
No, I just meant that the pineapple is delicious. But yes, Teddy, burp tastes good.
Yeah, but he said it confused. He's like, burp tastes good?
There are the 6 books you gained.
Like burps, he goes, big burp.
Farming hack for strong boy.
So, Lilith gained magic and mindlessness, a thief's guide, acting 101, fool 'em and make 'em feel, scrying and you, a guide to finding the will and the way, bang bang, the theory of gun fu, lore of lore, what ancient tomes are really saying, and farming hacks for strong boys.
That last one's a picture book, right?
Yes, it is.
I want the scrying book, please.
Yeah, so I'll give the scrying book to Clarice. I'll give the acting book to
I'll
Rigby.
take the farming book. Clearly for my character.
I will keep the farming book and the magic and mindless thief's guide for Preston. The lore of the lore will go to Julie, and I will keep the gun fu book for myself.
So, are you going to attempt... It's still your turn, Lilith. Are you going to attempt to read this book?
I will attempt to read my gun book.
It's just a magazine.
Just like Gun Weekly.
You just open it up and there's like a gun cut out.
Just like a pop-up book, but guns. Alright, test your lore.
Yeah, it's like a pop-up book, but it pops like way out at you, right? It's like a bullet.
Oh my god.
read.
With the lore rolls, Lilith can in
I
fact
can
read. So you now have a choice. You can gain a brand new skill. Would you like a move or a proficiency?
What do I got? What do I got?
The things that you never use.
Lilith has so many skills, but the only skill that's ever get used is shots fired.
That's not true. I use Gotham by Gaslight.
That's true. You do use Gotham by Gaslight.
Yeah. You also
And
use
last session you remembered
And
you
I
have
used stealth
on the
last
case.
time, and I used it. I have used because I said so, but I just haven't been in another situation where the creatures talk.
That's true. You have not had a chance to flex them diplomacy muscles.
So that being said, I only have one proficiency, so I'll get another proficiency.
What? You have 3 proficiencies. Diplomacy, investigation, and intimidation.
Oh, apparently I didn't write down the other two.
It's like you absolutely have more than that. I don't think anyone has less than 3, actually.
No, I just didn't write it down or save. I don't know. Investigation. Sorry, and what?
You have diplomacy, intimidation, and investigation.
Investigation. I'm still gonna take a proficiency, and that way I'll have 4/4.
Okay. Let me tell you what your options are.
Actually, no, never mind. I changed my mind. Skill.
Oh. Okay, then. Let me just open up my class notes for detective class, and let's see what you don't have yet.
Skills are great till you get 3 of the same one, and then they're not so great anymore.
Is that what you have?
I have 3 that do basically, like, all my skills do the same thing, basically. It's like, move me or move you around. You're gonna get hit.
Okay.
So it's like, my character dances more than Ryan's character dances. Which I guess is not much, but I feel like in the mythos of my imagination, right?
You're gonna do an eyebrow hair again.
Kate,
So cute.
Kate.
Oh my god, is that a mushroom?
Aha.
It's done.
It's cute. Was that the one that you asked about the pink?
Yeah, it's.
I can't see it in the camera. You might have to send a picture.
Yeah, it's really pale.
Yep. I still say it should have been the dark pink, but I love that.
I put the dark pink on the other one.
Aha.
Baba, you have a new skill. I shall drop it to you now.
Also made
Yes.
target an emo boy.
Nice. So your new skill, Good Cop, Bad Cop, allows you to disarm a target and then deal 3d10 of damage. It's fucking scary.
Yes. I love it.
You gave out everyone else's books to their obvious owners, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Except all of Preston's books.
Can you put
I
mine in
will-
a bag of holding?
I was gonna hang on to them.
God damn it.
Are you going to try and read the farming book, since you have Frank the Axe?
He wanted it. So
What the fuck is he going to do? He's so spec
know.
wrong for that
Grow
class.
some fucking strawberries. None of your business.
Alright. Leave it for Preston, then.
look, he dibs it first. Even if it's not gonna help, he's gonna get another book.
Alrighty.
Oh, coins.
Do you have inventory slots to hold these for Preston, or do you have to give them to Julia?
Well, that's the other question. How many slots am I supposed to have?
Everyone's supposed to have 10 slots, with the exception of Julia. You have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 things on your person. You cannot take both books.
I have as of the count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So that leaves what, 2 books for me to hold?
Nope, you have 9 things. Butler bell, broken pistol, bone flute, hammer, nails, ritual room key, Preston's top hat, Ferdinand's tooth, and the Elder
I
Stone
didn't have the
sigil.
hat.
You have Preston's top hat.
Yeah.
You're the one who picked it up when it fell.
You should wear it.
Why am I missing stuff here? Because we went
Oh, yeah.
over.
There
we
was
went.
other stuff that you said, like Ferdinand something I missed. There's a bunch of stuff you have there that you don't.
Yeah,
Look,
you
so
could
we
give...
remember-
Ferdinand's tooth is the werewolf tooth you guys got. You could give that to Julia.
I will give that to
She
Julia.
has the majority of the quest items anyway,
I also
because you guys have just been shoving them in her pants. So
I
Well,
also
she
don't
has the
have
bag of
box
holding.
anymore.
Well,
She does.
We can't edit her inventory, so maybe just make a note. Like
I can. I'm editing her inventory.
Okay.
I have the master list. I'll just tell her that she's got new things in her inventory. So do you want to give Ferdinand's tooth? Do you want to give anything else to Julia for the bag of holding?
You know what? I'm gonna give her the bell.
Gonna give her the butler bell too?
Yep.
He's gonna be very confused next time he gets called.
I don't give two shits.
But so fucking happy though.
He will. He will be so pleased not to have to deal with
I
Lilith
feel like
again.
they're gonna be helpful at some point.
It's like Boob Lady is gone.
Boob lady has finally stopped fucking
Yeah, no,
flashing
maybe
me.
he'll actually talk to Julia.
Maybe.
What's the
Honestly.
bump?
I don't know. I haven't.
Diplomacy gives you advantage on influence rolls. So I've put that in Julia's bag. So you have the farm hacks for strong boys now, and you have Preston's Magic of Thief's Guide.
You know
Magic
what,
of Madness of Thief's Guide.
Farm book if you want, because it'll free up your.
Man,
Yeah, we might not see each other for a long time. So.
okay.
And actually, if you could give my book to the butler, I'd appreciate that.
Okay.
He'll know where I am.
Okay. We'll try. We'll try.
I mean, he's a very efficient butler. He might well do.
Yeah, actually, maybe you have to play his bone flute to get him to do it, but it's worth it because the
I think he's gay.
Maybe he's pansexual. He's asexual.
Also possible.
I kind of
Either
prefer
way-
a pansexual butler, right? So he's like, he makes a mess and he's gonna clean up.
Butler's just like, you're all at risk. And
Anyway.
That's why you want Bad Daddy to wear pants.
Okay.
he just
so
can't take
I'll,
it anymore. So
I'll
you have
I'll read the
Preston's
farming book.
guide, and you have Preston's book. You haven't yet given it to anybody. You have that, and you have Frank's book, but you're gonna read that.
I'm gonna read it.
Okay. Roll lore. Just see if you can read that.
I
You
can no longer
can't.
read.
You can no longer read. So you sure have it, but you can't read it. Do you want to give it to Julia as well, or?
Yeah, I'll give it to Julia for now. I'll try again later.
Lynn's gonna come back. Who put all this shit in me?
Now you know how pants feel.
She did already. Well, no. Frank shit her pants.
He shit his pants and then she put them on.
That's true. Oh, that's majestic.
Brown magic.
Alright, that is Lilith's 2 turns. Clarice, do you want to read your book?
Yes.
So, hit me with that lore test to see if you learn anything.
Lore. Yes, I
You
do.
do. Would you like a new skill or a proficiency?
Good question.
You currently have 2 proficiencies, Arcana and Insight. And for skills, you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Yeah, because some of them are not combat, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
you have some solely non-combat things. These are strictly support character.
I guess I'll take a proficiency.
I mean, you don't have to. It's up to you. I will give you one, but I'm just saying.
Yeah.
Okay. Let me just open that sheet up again. And then you can tell me which one you want. You can take... so you have Arcana already, right? Let me just open that. You have Arcana and Insight. You can take... Deception... Lore... Nature... Perception... Religion... Scry... yeah, that's it.
Well, because I have a book on scrying.
I think that's what the book is called.
It is.
Yeah.
It is what the book is called.
I guess I'm gonna take that.
Very on brand. That will give you proficiency for all your I Got a Feeling rolls.
Ayo.
because that will come in handy. You have a move 2 if you would like to do something else. And also, is there anything else you want to deposit in the bank of Julia? Since we're doing that.
I'm good. I don't have many things. So.
That's true. You're not anywhere near over encumbered.
And the things that I have, I don't want to give it to Julia because she's gonna fuck it up.
That's fair.
Like the glowing spool of thread, I remember I had a bad feeling about it.
You did.
If you have a free action, you could always lower your sword.
That's also true. You could check out your sword and see what's going on with that.
Yeah, but it's going to take my last focus point.
That's also true. You don't have any buns left either, eh? Yeah, no.
No.
But it takes your focus point to just do a lore check?
Yeah.
No, like a regular lore check,
check,
no, but she doesn't have anything that she could test that lore against. Like, she doesn't have knowledge or a book. So technically she'd have to use I Got a Feeling, which would take her last skill point.
How do I get back skill point?
How do you get focus back points? By healing. Or by leveling up. But you guys just leveled up, so chances of you leveling when you enter the mausoleum, so it might be a minute before you do that again. Like, you are getting a skill or proficiency right now, but that's because you guys found a loot room. Has to have loot in. Otherwise it'd be a piss poor loot room.
So basically, if I do my healing thing, because I know I have a heal.
You do.
Like good vibe only.
Yes.
I will get back focus
Mm-hmm.
if I succeed.
Yes. Depending on how many successes you roll will be whether or not you heal back to full. And when you heal for health, sanity, and focus. And you can do that for yourself or others.
But not STDs.
No, you're stuck with those. Some decisions are permanent.
Is it gonna heal everyone at the same time?
15-foot radius, who's standing close to you? Actually, I think that might be the whole fucking room.
Yeah.
Yeah, now might be the time, honestly.
Yeah.
If you want to bring everyone to a saucy bit of fullness.
That's what I'm gonna do.
Which is
That's
probably the worst way
right?
I could put that, but I'm not changing it. Yeah. Yes, it is. Your will is... There's no way your will is 1d6.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's 4, so I think it bricked last time. That would be 2 successes. So that would be enough. I'm ignoring your second roll because I was just using it to count for what your first roll was supposed to be. So, yes. Okay, so you succeed, and everyone can heal back to full.
What's my full again?
I'm already there.
You should be able to see your bar on top. So it's 80.
Yeah, but I cannot read.
You're 80 out of 100 sanity, 40 out of 60, and then everybody has 10 focus, I believe.
What?
Wait, no. How many focus do you guys have? It's 5, right?
5.
I thought I upgraded that when I upgraded all of you.
No, it's not 5. It's more.
Yeah, you all...
I only ever had 5 at most.
Me too.
Yeah, but then everybody got an upgrade. What did I do to you?
What the fuck did I get an upgrade?
I upgraded everyone on the DL. That's when you went up to like 100 fucking health.
No, because mine wasn't ever upgraded.
Yeah, mine either. I don't even remember that.
Because even right now, you have 100 health and 70 sanity. You still have that.
I remember us doing health and sanity. I definitely don't remember doing focus.
Same.
Well, I guess you guys are all at 5. I do see that Rigby is at 5 and Lil's at 5, and I don't think either of you used your focus skill. Julia's at 4, so actually that tracks. I guess you did leave you at 5. Well, you can heal back up to full anyway. Bringing your focus back up to 5. I'll bring Julia back up as well. If it'll let me. For some fucking reason, I'm not allowed to edit Julia's, which doesn't make any sense, because I'm the DM, I should be able to edit everyone's. I think it's because she's off the page too
You're not in the room, bro.
Yeah.
it doesn't mean you can't edit your character for me. Oh, there's a space after my name.
Okay.
Never mind.
I want to know what you're doing.
Never you mind.
So we're supposed to have 10 focus, all of us then?
No, I didn't. I'm leaving you at 5.
God damn it.
All this good news, only to be slapped with bad news.
'Tis the will of the wisps. Alrighty, everyone's back to full. Rigby, it is your move.
It is my move.
What are
Read
you
your
going
book.
to do? Are you going to read Acting 101, Fool 'em and Make 'em Feel?
Yep.
Hit me with
Yeah.
that lore test. Let's see if you can get that Oscar. Mm-mm.
This book's updated anyways.
Well, Rigby can't read. It's all that.
He's like, I do my own stunts.
And reading ain't a stunt. So, I'm going to give you an opportunity here, Ryan. You failed this reading roll, that is true. However, if you were to spend a focus point for theatrical debut, you could gain a +2 to a skill of your choice, allowing you to roll 2 more d6 in an attempt to maybe succeed this roll after all.
Sounds good to me.
Spend that 1 focus then, and roll 2 d6 for me. Did you unlearn the ability to read at all? What the fuck? Critical fail.
Blew our loads early.
Well, you
He's trying to hit up Julia, and in trying to impress her.
got
To impress her, he
overzealous.
has to like be not better than her. So he's like, oh fuck, I can't read it.
To be overzealous, you got so excited. You're like, everyone's getting new skills. I want to get a new skill. And you go to open your book quickly and you rip it down the center. Pages come loose from the bindings and fall all over the floor. So, if you try to read it, it will be out of order. I will allow you to, if you call a roll high or low, I'll allow you to attempt to re-put together the book. If you can put it together correctly, you'll gain your loot. If you cannot, well, that's too bad.
Alright.
This is
There's a bright side though, right? Is you probably felt super strong ripping a book in half.
That's true. Everyone would be like, what the fuck?
He's like, I didn't want to read it. This is a trash edition.
So, do you want that, or do you want to move on without trying the skill?
I'll go for it.
Okay, so call high or low, then roll a d20.
The D20. Hi.
Alright, go for it. Were you only able to read if it involves showing off? Is that the magic sauce?
Yeah,
good.
Brian building the suspension.
Oh my god. Okay, you put it back together. Because of all that nonsensory, you put it back together, but you aren't a wordsmith. You did fail the original roll, so I will only allow you to choose a new proficiency, rather than a skill or a proficiency.
Alright.
So, available for you, what do you currently have? Ryan has lockpicking, sleight of hand, and acrobatics. So I will let you choose between deception, where are we? Yes, deception, intimidation, nature, and stealth.
Deception.
Of course.
Of course.
I love it.
Was there any other choice for Ryan?
Stealth was
Stealth? Thought he was
Yeah,
going to get
but-
that, honestly.
He has fire hand.
Yeah. And the stealth is just a misnomer, so it can surprise you before he explodes you into the midnight sun. Fuck.
Yeah, he's ball of fire and like coming out of nowhere.
Yep.
essentially.
Just from now on, people are only gonna see the hands.
Yeah, just the glow of the hands and then nothing else.
Oh, cool, custom torch.
It's the last thing you see before you die. Bon, what is your move to, besides your Quap Mania with that book?
Not true. Second move.
I do believe
So
you
you-
guys have emptied this room.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
Yeah, is there anything to do?
I mean, leaving the
Well-
room, presumably.
Well, what do we do with the moth child?
Yeah,
We just
there's
bring him
still a
over?
moth child.
The moth child is still holding
I'll
me.
give him a book. He'll be fine.
I mean,
He
you
has a
did.
book.
He already had a book. Like, it's not like he couldn't reach the books.
I'm gonna keep holding the moth child to him.
Okay, so you're bringing him with you.
Yep.
Okay.
Assuming he'll come with me.
Is this kidnapping?
Not
I think
yet.
we're, like,
We're
finding a
not
lot.
out of the room. It's like when you steal from a store. It's only stealing when you leave the store.
Yup.
Sure, as long as we're still in the crypt, we're fine.
To be fair, if you steal a child, you have trafficked.
Oof.
There is that, but it's not human trafficking. So, like,
So it's okay.
so there's technically no law against it, is what I'm saying. The morality is gray, but the legality is not. Hey, considering Lilith is a cop, one would think as long as it's not breaking the law, it's technically fine.
What part of I'm corrupt has not been clear in my actions?
That's fair. You don't even care if it breaks the law or not. You're just like, we're doing this. Because reasons. So, Rigby, is your move 2 then to take everyone back up the lift? Is that what you guys have decided?
That is.
Yeah.
Done with the loot room then. So out of this enclosed area, God, I wish I could select you all at once, but I can't. Back up into the main room. Ooh, what did I touch? Back up to the main room. Julia, get over here. Julia, God damn it, get out of the walls. Okay. Bump.
This thing supposed to be dead.
Oh yeah, he is dead. I just left his body there for posterity.
Should have tried taking his spine.
I mean, it's encased in the stone. That'd be kind of tricky.
Yeah.
At the very least, the spear, if it's like not stone.
That's also stone.
Oh, never mind.
Alrighty. So you are all back up into the center room. Rigby's the last move before Preston, so back to Preston. Please stop glitching between the sewers and the fucking crypt. Go, 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 sewers. So, you are invisible. You yeeted this fish boy outside. Swapped him.
Yeah, 12 coins.
So, gonna try and get that chest open.
Alright,
Real
do
quick.
you have lockpicking as a proficiency?
That's not how I open chests.
Oh my god. That's vaguely alarming. You have sleight of hand, deception, lore, and marsh language. So you don't actually have lockpicking. First, you should probably observe the chest to see if it is actually locked.
Alright, I observed the chest to see if it is actually locked.
Test that roll. It is not locked.
Alright, open it.
Alright, you open it up and you see... Ba-da-ba-da-da-da. Let me just roll here on my table. It's empty.
Sorry. My cat tried to pass the door, but he got stuck because he's so fat.
Oh my god.
So he was like stuck and he was trying to push through the door, but the fat was like behind the door. So he was not helping.
GG just pinned by the size of his own chunk.
Oh.
So, Preston, you have an empty chest and an empty room, but you got 12 gold coins.
Yeah. And there's nothing special about the chest, right? Like, it's clearly empty all the way to the bottom.
Well, there is a little gold ring on the bottom of the chest.
So, like a... Okay, so I'll put, like a attached ring? Like a,
It looks attached.
okay, so I'll pull it.
Okay. Roll a strength test for me. You reach in, you go, oh, what is this? Pull that thing, and it folds upwards into a ladder that you can see descending into what looks like a running river tunnel.
Oh, I'm definitely escaping that way.
oh my god, he's just never gonna know what happened to him.
Yeah. Well, he wasn't anyway. I was gonna go invisible, wait for him to like come in, and then sneak out and close him in.
This fish boy's gonna get back in and be like, what the fuck?
Yeah, I'm gonna go this way instead. So I'll head in. That's that move 3. I'll head in.
Hold on. As you head in, I just need to see something. Can you... Let's see. What do you have as proficiencies? Sleight of hand, lore... Okay, yeah. So, let's call it a will throw. To see if you get down there quietly with your dog. And let me just test his will against yours. One success apiece. Sounds like he hears it. So as you go down this little stairs, you see him starting to peek back through and be like, "Hey, what is that?" And you said you enter into the tunnel, or down the stairs, into this trapdoor. So he's going to be following you in there. So you go down the ladder and you find yourself in a running river underneath this tunnel area here. It's not illustrated on map, but you are in it. And it is a straight tunnel, and you can see another pool of water with a ladder going up into a pool of water mysteriously floating on the ceiling. Doesn't look like it's dripping down.
Hold on a second. So he's coming down after me, I assume, right?
Yes.
What kind of ladder is this? Is this a ladder like pressed against a wall, or is this a ladder that goes straight down from a hole to the bottom?
That one.
Okay.
Free hanging.
I'm gonna get on the other side of the ladder, and I'm gonna go invisible, and wait for him to head down, and then I'm gonna go back up after. So.
You don't want to investigate the mysterious pool on the ceiling?
Not if I'm gonna be chased by something that's huge.
Fair.
Yeah. So I'm gonna go to the other side of the ladder, go invisible.
Alright, hit me with that invisibility roll then.
Oof.
Ooh, you got it, but just. You got it, but just. So you go invisible, he gets to the bottom of the ladder, he goes, "Hey, where'd you go? Where'd you go?" And he's looking around frantically. So you said you want to go back up the ladder, yes?
Yeah, once it's clear, yeah.
So he's just looking around the immediate area. You're going to have to try and sneak past him. Do you have anything that will help you with that?
I don't think so.
You do have deception. He's in between you and the ladder. Is there anything you want to try? To make it easier for you to get back up there?
Yeah, I'm gonna toss the cursed fragment of mirror just as far down the tunnel as I can, because I know it's gonna come right back to me anyway. Right?
I mean, there's also options, if you're looking at your sheet here. Almost something perfect for this scenario, one might say.
What?
Greatest Showman? It allows you to redirect the attention of a target from you to somewhere else.
Yeah, I guess that is a better one.
I'm just reminding you that you have it.
I'll throw the mirror and redirect his attention to it.
Go for it. That was your influence. You succeed. As expected, the mirror does reapparate in your pocket, but you're already up the ladder, so what do you care?
I mean, it was fucking cool.
It was cool. It was cool.
I definitely care.
That's fair. That's fair. Meanwhile, he's like, "Where'd you go? Where'd you go?" And he's running down that hallway. And you're back up in that opening. With your dog, who you did not take with you, mind. Because you never mentioned.
Yeah.
I do want to point out that he is a sentient being, so even though you're keeping him in the hat, you will have to return him manually to the hat, because if you leave him behind, you will lose him.
Yeah. No, I gathered that.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that's 4.
That is 4 for you.
Bedtime.
Okay, that means next time we pick up, we'll be in the crypt.
Yep.
And you will have a moth child that you just gained.
Yep.
Well, there's a giant moth in the corner, so there's that.
Well, I'm assuming they're related.
I mean, you don't know. You don't know his moth life.
I'm saying metagaming.
I mean,
I
that's
assume they're
also
related.
pretty racist, right?
Like you're black, so you know
Come
every
on.
black people.
Come on. In any game, so like Mario, he finds a baby penguin. Sure enough, he gets to the bottom of the hill, and well, there's the only other penguin on the island.
Yeah, but Mario's a racial stereotype. The essence of him is racism.
It's true.
So of course
That's
he thought
very true.
the penguin never told him, did he? Ryan.
Yeah, he goes, thanks for the penguin's like, thanks for saving my baby.
Yeah, but that penguin could be a pedophile, and you just delivered candy to him,
True.
right? Like you could
Look,
be.
Mario got the star. What does he care? Wow. Wow.
I'm just looking at the keyboard, not even looking at the screen. Perfect. So, that seems like that was real bad. Okay, so Preston fooled a fish boy. Lilith adopted a moth toddler. Rigby can't read, but he's so cool that it doesn't even matter. He still got to read. Clarice finally got a sword. Julia has 90 things shoved into her for safekeeping. Was there any other... Oh, right. Stone Golem. And Big Bad Mothman. Boom, boom, boom. I think that covers it, gang. So, exceedingly good session today. It turns out that Julia really is the reason why no one can roll. Poor Lynn. Oh, cheesy Pete's.
Look, we've only been playing for almost a year.
Apparently, the entire reason it's taken so long to get good rolls is because Julia has been trading all of your ability to roll for the maybe potential she might be able to read one day. So, good game, everyone, and we shall reconvene next week for this, for more, yes?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yes.
Quite. Hopefully with Julia. We'll kidnap her if we have to.